Let's fight, good people. Let's fight, let's fight, let's fight. Good to have you guys here with us. Let's fight. Let's fight, good people. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight. Let's fight, guys. This new bell is growing on me. Let's fight. Let's fight, good people. Let's fight, let's fight, let's fight. It's growing on me. The new bell, folks. Welcome in the ring to each and every one of you. How you guys are doing out there tonight? Do let us know how you great folks are doing out there. Share the live. Smash that emoji button. We are ensuring that we are shared to all the right places. Even if the wrong places catch we mind. We don't mind. We know them boys is tuning every night. We know the boys tuning every night. But we're glad that you guys are here with us. So much to share with you folks this evening. We really trust that all of you are great, that you've had a fantastic day, that is pace and power at your end. You're fired up, guys. You are ready to go. And we say share the live, guys. Smash that emoji button for us. Wherever you're joining us from around the world, good people, share the live. Don't let me get complacent. Pace and power. Fired up, guys. And we are ready to go, and we trust that you beautiful, lovely folks that you are as well. And we're coming to come. Good to have you folks, ensuring that we are shared to a couple other places, and then you have our full attention. Good to have you folks here with us. Good to have each and every one of you. Welcome in the ring, guys. Welcome. Couldn't ask for a better audience. You all know we love you all. You all know this is how we do it. We love when you guys are here. Show up and show off yourselves. As we always say, show up and show off yourselves, guys. Welcome. We are so happy that each and every one of you are here with us. We're fired up, and we hope you guys are too. And we are ready to go. Share that live, guys, and smash that emoji button for us. We want to come a bit closer. Folks. Ringsiders. Welcome to each and every one of you. Pace and power, good people. Pace and power. Pace and power. Good to have you folks. Faithfully. Guys, it's Bingo Byrne, Erwin Uncook, Adele Semple, guys. Welcome. Princess Marcus, Renald Worrell, and Sandra Brotherson, Samuel Jilks, good to have you, and Charles Nelson, Anthony Edmondson, Carol Williams, Kevin Chisholm, good to have you, Kevin. How you doing, sir? Good to have you, Bonita Elise Parker. Good to have you, Facebook user Anthony Edmondson, guys. Welcome in the ring. Share that live for us. Smash that emoji button for us, folks. We're fired up. Think we're looking a little thick, and we are ready to go. We trust that you guys are as well. We trust that you good folks are as well. Oren Marks and Gwyneth Anderson. Folks, I was done by courts today. Yeah. Got paid them boys before they come fetch out the chairs. So many people greeted me. We wanted to start the live from right there. Wanted to start in the ring from right there. So many folks. Thank you all for tuning in to In the Ring. We're so privileged that so many of you follow us. We're humbled by that. Patricia Sana, listen, the first thing you want to do a live, have something to say. Rule number one, holding lives, going live 101. Have something to say. Bonita Elise Parker, good to see you. Dan Fordyce, Michelle McKay, Rena Cummins, and welcome home to all you folks who are visiting us. Tanya Cummins, Basil Clark, Winston Kilkenny, Volmay Wilson, Bella Mona, welcome. Each and every one of you guys, we're so happy. We're so happy you're here. You're good company, you. You only look, sir. You all are good company. We're convinced. Pinky Vaughn, Sheena Hazel, good to have you. Karen, welcome, folks. Share the live. Smash that emoji button for us. Are we at 400 shares as yet, good people? Have we touched 500 shares as yet? Then you're doing what you gotta do. You're not doing what you gotta do, go. Folks, welcome in the ring. Welcome. We're happy you guys are here. Trust you guys have had a productive day. Wherever in the world you're joining us from, whatever you did today, we trust You did it well. Once it is legal, once it is lawful, Rachel Wolford and Cheryl Williams. Guys, you see me anywhere in this city, you see me anywhere in the country, please come say hello. Please come say hello. We don't bite during the week. We don't bite. Cheryl Williams, good to have you. Mala Pandey says pace and power. Guys, share the live. Smash that emoji button. Pace and power. Lots to share with you guys this evening. Lots. We value the time you spend with us, and we curate all of this information. Hope that you guys find it useful, and we think you find some value in it. Y'all keep coming every night. I don't know. We take you seeing some value in it. Guthrie Clark, every night y'all out here, folks. We outside. Was outside today. And I want to say thanks to all those folks who were brave enough to come over and say hello. Y'all know it easy. Don't come wrong for it. As soon as we see some people shaping, we gone to back, you know. As soon as we see some people shaping up, yeah. But I want to say, you know, thanks to all those folks who came over today and said hello. You know, you guys make it worth it. To all the folks we saw down there at courts and who stopped and said hello. Not at the courts. At courts, the furniture store. Guys, this is Mingo Bourne and Bob Annie. Pollyanna Short, good to see you. Sandra Jones, what about you? Good to have you, Sandra Jones, and all the other folks. Court sponsors something here, man. People watching this live don't buy furniture. Shucks. It's a number of ways we can do it. Talk to us in the courts. Yep, Cameron Augustus, good to see you. And Yanet and all the other guys. Share the live, folks, and smash that emoji button for us. We're happy, guys. We're happy that all of you are here. Pace and power, boots in the ground. Share the live, folks. Smash that emoji button, and you know it's very important, guys. You partner with us as well. You all know we on Zelle and Cash App, we on PayPal, MMG. We're available via MoneyGram and Western Union as well. And we can tell you guys some more about that at the end of the program. But share the damn live, folks, and smash that emoji button for us. Share the damn live, guys. We are fired up. We hope you guys are as well. And we are ready to go. We know what y'all, but we are ready to get to the fight card, folks. We are ready to get to the fight card. And we trust that you good people are as well. How y'all doing, them, man? How y'all doing? What's for dinner? Good folks? What was not catfish? Anything else? Not catfish, good people. Not catfish. Stay away from that. But we good to have all of you guys here. Share the damn live, good people. Smash that emoji button. Pace and power. And I think we got to go. We got to run. Time to go. Time to make a move. Bust a move. We're starting from around the world, folks. Around the world. And we want you guys to know the President of the United States tested positive for COVID-19. Yep. Joe Biden tested positive for COVID-19. You all know if he got a good healthcare system, a good healthcare package as president. And if he could contract COVID-19, you know we got to do better. Them boys ain't talking about these things anymore, you know. They don't talk about COVID-19. They ain't talking about monkeypox. They ain't talking about Ebola. They're talking about nothing. Every time you question Frank, I suspect. I rather suspect. That's always his refrain. I suspect. He's a suspect. Rather suspect. That's how he does things. But folks, we're saying take every precaution still. We're not out of the woods yet. I was surprised to see they move the COVID tent from the National Assembly. You could just walk right off the road into the National Assembly. No testing, no temperature or anything like that. No sanitizing or anything. Quite surprised by that. But again, we wish the President of the United States of America speedy recovery as he battles COVID-19 this evening, good people. We wish him well. Moving on the fight card. Moving on, good people. COVID, let me tell you, COVID Chronicles. So from the President of the United States to locally, Frank know what we're doing. Frank know what's happening. 80 new cases. And this is why we say, take every precaution at your end. Every precaution, please take it. Every precaution necessary, because we keep seeing an uptick in these numbers. They ain't getting better. And over a protracted period of time, We've been seeing these numbers holding consistently. So take every precaution, good people. Do that for us. Gwyneth Jones and Anthony Edmondson, Loretta Wood and Glenford Gordon, Anthony and Albert and Alkaline, Sandra Brotherson, Roxanne Odessa. Please, guys, take every precaution not to contract COVID-19. Moving on to the fight card, good folks. We're moving on to the fight card. Glenford Gordon, Juju, how are you doing? Good to have you folks. Robert King, Your Majesty. Good to have each and every one of you. The deponent, the drivers in this country deponent. Y'all know what the deponent, Andrew Cuthbert, you know? Run the garden, you tell me what the deponent. Joylyn, Alicia Modilal, you tell me what the deponent, the deponent, the drivers in hear it. And this is what we saw today on the Linden Suez Lake Highway, and the Suez Lake Highway in particular. This is what we saw, and we were told 2 persons were injured. 2 persons were injured as this bus and a canter collided. Lord have his mercies. Lord have his mercies. They collided there. Who shared the damn light? Well, some people get valid, credible information. Who's sharing it? Who's sharing it? Good people, share the damn light. Smash that emoji button. And Beverly, and partner with us as well. Pace and power, good folks. Pace and power. Moving on to fight card. Come on, folks. You all know it by routine now, by rote. Slow down and arrive alive, good folks. Slow down and let's arrive alive. Please and thank you. Linda Thomas, Edward Brooms. Slow down, and let's arrive alive. Moving on to the fight card, my good people. Moving on to the fight card. FYI, for information, for your information. Look what's happening here. This is what we want you guys to know. You know, we've been hearing a lot of rumors and conjectures. The them boys want to sell out the land that St. George's School stood on, St. George's High School. That's what we were hearing. Well, someone from the St. George's Cathedral organization there, the administration of St. George's Cathedral, put up a post on Facebook, and this is what that post read, folks. This is what that post read. The person is Charles Davidson, and this is what his post said. The land on which the former St. George's High School occupied belongs to the Diocese of Guyana, and we're in no way planning to sell or build a hotel. We are concerned, though, that the politicians will come together and fund the National Trust so that we can preserve our historical buildings. That school was built around 1809 or 1810. We need to break them down and bring them up to date by putting sprinklers and replacing wood with different materials. The church spent over 175 million of its own money to preserve our cathedral, but we need help. We need the help of our government and others in finishing the project. So even though the school is in the government system, the land belongs to the diocese. The Diocese of Guyana. Yep. The Anglican Church belongs to the Diocese of Guyana. So the folks say we ain't sell it, but we'd be happy if the government could help us to finish our church project, among other things. FYI, for information, valid, credible information. You can't say you know now. You can't say you don't know. You can't say you don't know. That's what we're following on that front. Good folks, that's on that front. Nicola Daniels, how you doing there, man? Albert Morgan and Donna David, how you all doing? Pace and power, brace yourself. This story here is a touching one. Brace yourself for this, folks. Seems like sometimes you can't catch a break in life. Can't catch a brace in life. If it's not one thing, it's the next. If it's not your head hurting you, it's your shoulders, your neck, it's your pressure, it's the cholesterol. It's always something. You know, but we trusting the Father that we all find a way through the vicissitudes of life, as they say. This young lady seems to have it more than most. Brace yourself, folks. I want to introduce you folks to Candace Glenn. She was an energetic 24-year-old Candace Glenn. And now Candace is struggling, folks, for her life. And listen why. Listen why Candace is struggling for her life. Brace yourself, folks. She says, my name is Candace Glenn. I'm a 24-year-old who is currently facing the hardest phase of life. I was once a jovial and energetic individual. I was once a jovial an energetic individual who loved partaking in sports such as hockey, for which I was a part of the Guyana female team, football, cricket, golf, etc. She was energetic, folks. She says I was determined to live life to its fullest, with the sky being the limit. I was doing well for myself. I secured a job at GRA and was studying. Life was once bright and promising. However, all that came crashing down when I started to feel a pain in my stomach. Listen, a pain in my stomach, she says, which led me to the doctor's office. It started off as just being a cyst, to now being diagnosed as germ cell tumor and ovarian cancer. Candace goes on to say in a post on social media, I started chemotherapy, which gave me hope that I'd get better soon. But instead of bettering the situation, it made it 10 times worse, Candace says in her post. Since then, I have lost my hair, my skin tone, my energy, my vigor, my once so athletic body, and my chance to live my dream. I am now forced to carry around the belly of a 9 months pregnant woman, except it doesn't contain my bundle of joy, but rather my worst nightmare. And Candace ends her post by saying, my only hope is to travel to Cuba, is to go to Cuba to perform the necessary procedure and treatment. The cost, however, to travel to Cuba and also for my medical fees are beyond me. This is why I write to you, you out there asking for your kind assistance in aiding me to regain my once bright future. Yep. I told you, brace yourself. 24 years old, and this is the medical hardship. Still has a bright outlook on life, nevertheless. Candace can be reached at 656 1515. 656 1515, and she can also be reached by at 683 5270. 683 5270. You think you got some problems, folks, until you hear some other people's story. Then you realize the cross you fetching is a small one. You think you carry a big cross? When you hear people's story like Candace, you realize it's the small cross you're fetching. We wish her well, we wish her a speedy recovery, and we hope that she gets the necessary assistance that she needs. Candace Glenn, folks, say a prayer for her tonight. Say a prayer for her this evening, folks. If you believe in the Almighty, I say a prayer for her. Moving on to fight card. Money got to make. Money got to make. We tell you all the only time we see them boys before the National Assembly spend our money. We tell you the only time them boys coming before the National Assembly is when they need money, which is precisely what we saw recently. You all remember them boys say 2021 budget was a pathway to recovery, economic dynamism, and resilience? That's what they told us. Who's sharing the live, good people? Smash that emoji button for us. Partner with us as well. Smash, partner with us, share the live. They told this country the 2021 budget was a pathway to economic dynamism and resilience. And of course, we ask the question, are we there yet? Such lofty ideals, are we there yet? And the 2022 budget, this was the team, good people, steadfast against all challenges, resolute, building one Guyana. How they looking for we? How it looking for us? Asking for Imran Sitar. How it looking for us? Steadfast. Ashley Singh and the fraudulent PPP installed regime told this country, steadfast against all challenges, resolute in building our one Guyana. How it looking for us? Folks, the cost of living biting. Just the other day, we told you all, those guys withdrew a second $40 billion from the Natural Resources Fund. That's the money from the oil and gas. It's you money, me money. It's not Freedom House money. It belongs to all of us. They withdrew that from the Natural Resources Fund. Today, them boys come before the National Assembly telling us they want more money. What do we do with all this money? How we get sugar shortage? They just dropped 40 billion. Today, they come back for another 40 billion. What do they do with the money? That's what we want to know. Another 40 billion actually come back for. Can you imagine that? Another 40 billion. It's just that. The horse got to live, I guess. Just that. You only see them when they want money. I ain't like this kind of lady, you know. I ain't like the attitude of this kind of woman. She only come when you want money. We got so much work to do the National Assembly. So much work. But we only seen them when they want money. Who's got to live? We guess. They got to live. They want the money, but they want the oversight. You see that? Typical prostitute behavior. They don't want the oversight. We following that, folks. We follow that. But look what's happening. Wicked, stink, and dirty. You think them boys easy? So the very day, them boys come in asking for money. Right? The very day they come in. They do nothing yet, you know. They do no proper work yet. But they want money. Make sure you get the money first before you lie down in a bed and can't do the work. Make sure now, folks. The wicked, stink, and dirty. Wicked. Look story now. Can you imagine? The speaker, do you remember him? The same speaker. You had a man like Dharmlal telling a female member of the National Assembly how she wanted dildo. No sanctions for him. None whatsoever. Same speaker, you know. But look story now. You all remember Sugate? Well, a motion came before the National Assembly. A motion came at today's sittings to discuss the allegations against Papa Jagabat, the installed vice president, to discuss the allegations. You know what the speaker says? Dildo speaker. You know what he said? He said it is not of urgent public importance for the National Assembly to discuss that. Who's sharing the damn life? This is thing I want the world to see. He's the worst speaker in the history of speakers in this country. He's telling us that the discussion of the allegations made against Jagdeo, it's not of urgent public importance. Can you believe that at Daily Simple? Isabella Butters, Lily Paul, can you believe that? Them boys telling us that is not of urgent public importance. So you can't discuss that. And on top of that, them boys don't want to discuss the high cost of living in the country either, because that was a motion too. And they found a way to hit it off the other paper, talking, but it spoke to charging a fee on the consolidated fund. Nothing of the sort. But they don't want to discuss the issues of the day because they know they're on the back foot. Same speaker who encouraged Dharmlal with his foolishness in the National Assembly. Oh, he said these allegations against Jagdeo are not of urgent public importance. We're going to leave Guyanese to determine that. We're going to leave you to determine that. But while he was at it, on that front, Amanzo Walton this year was in the National Assembly beating and teaching. Folks, beating and teaching means your arguments, they're so sound, it's like they're salted. That is what it means to beat and teach. The arguments were so sound. Your opponents are getting a chance. That is what it means to beat and teach. Good people. That is what it means to beat and teach. And so we were very, very happy today when we saw a man like so many of the other MPs representing well. We felt proud. Very, very proud. And we want to give you guys some of what Amanzi discussed. Just a taste. Don't think you're getting plenty. Just a taste of some of what the learned Amanzi Walton this year discussed in National Assembly. Not everything, just some. Some, we say some. Should beat and teach today, folks. Share the damn live.
I rise to support the motion as moved by my colleague relative to the payment of first salaries to the public servants in 1 month. You know what that means? Mr. Speaker, I want to draw our attention to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. I want to specifically draw our attention to the preambular paragraphs, which state, whereas disregard and contempt for human rights have resulted in acts which have outraged the conscience of mankind, and the advent of a world in which human beings shall enjoy freedom of speech and belief and freedom from fear and want has been proclaimed as the highest aspiration of the common people. Whereas it is essential, if man is not to be compelled to have recourse as a last resort to rebellion against tyranny and oppression, that human rights should be protected by the rule of law. Mr. Speaker, I ask this afternoon, why are we here? Why do we have a parliament? Because it is intended that we as elected representatives of the people should uphold this and should make sure that the rule of law is followed so that mankind as a last resort does not rebel and have recourse to tyranny. It means, Mr. Speaker, that when we come into this honorable house, that unless it is contrary to some particular standing order, or some norm, or some rule that is set out in the standing orders, that we must be allowed to ventilate our matters. This morning, as a member of this assembly, I sought clarification on a notice that was sent to me, and the Honorable Speaker of this House directed that my microphone should be muted. If that is not an attack on freedom of speech and my freedom of expression, I do not know what is. And if this House is not going to be complicit in the degradation of the rule of law and complicit in the death of democracy, we must urgently change course. Urgently change course. It is unbelievable to me as a first-time parliamentarian that this is where we are. The people of Guyana deserve better. We have asked for a motion to be moved, Mr. Speaker, a motion that simply says, whereas Guyana and the countries around the world continue to experience a tremendous health and socioeconomic cost of living impact from the coronavirus pandemic raging in Guyana, over 1,000 tragic deaths so far, to an alarming increase of the cost of living. It says, and whereas the government of Guyana in its efforts to cushion the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic provided a one-off 25,000 COVID-19 cash grant, and whereas there has been substantial increase in the cost of living of essential food items, some doubling or nearly doubling from pre-pandemic levels, including those growth.
Honorable member, there was a ruling that was made this morning in relation to that motion. I will ask that you stick to the motion at hand.
Mr. Speaker, the ruling relates to the motion being tabled. There is nowhere in the standing order or any rule of procedure that says that I cannot quote this motion. I am not laying the motion in the parliament. I am quoting words from an order paper, and there is no rule that says that I cannot. And to that extent, I am going to continue because it says, whereas the government of Guyana provided a 7% taxable increase in salary to public servants. It goes on to say—
Honorable member, there is a motion that is currently before this House, and any debate has to be directed to the substance of that motion.
Mr. Speaker, I am not yet at the end of my debate, and therefore you cannot conclude that it does not relate to the substance. If you allow me to finish, I'll be happy to show you how it relates. And I am saying, Mr. Speaker, that we have asked, be it resolved, that the government of Guyana promptly devise a strategy or plan to address the high cost of living for Guyanese, and be it further resolved that the government...
There is a man's beating and teaching, folks, and she was just getting started. Our sister was just getting started. She was just warming up. She was just warming up. She was beating and teaching in the National Assembly, like so many of our members of parliament, of the parliamentary opposition, who did us proud. Amanzo was beating and teaching the PPP. Here's a man's again, telling them how they should be hanging their heads in shame, wasting the time of the taxpayers in this country. They don't want to discuss the allegations against Vice President Jack Leo. The Speaker says that's not urgent, of urgent public importance. They don't want to discuss the cost of living in this country, finding some frivolous technicalities to knock it out in the National Assembly. Amanzo wasn't playing with them today. Here's Amanzo again in the skin. Here is Amanzo Walton Desir, Member of Parliament, good folks. The Member of Parliament. Let me make sure we can take the graphic off. Yep. Here's our sister again, and host of the morning program, FYI. Amanzo in the skin.
We ought to bend our heads in shame, and we ought to pack up our briefcases, and we ought to go home, because we are not taking care of the needs of the people of Guyana. We are not taking care of it, and it is our failing, and we have to address it. Right now, there is a mother that is not sure what her children will have for dinner. But you know what? We are going to stand in this house and we are going to debate, and at 4 o'clock we will take a tea break. At 4 o'clock we are going to take a tea break. And the people of Guyana are not sure that they are going to be having dinner. The public servants are not sure that they have transportation to get to work tomorrow. How dare you come into this house to try to politic and play with the lives of people? Yes, all of you should walk out. You should walk out, because you should be deeply ashamed of yourself. You should be deeply ashamed of yourself.
Yep, beating and teaching in the National Assembly, doing us proud. And she didn't pull no punches with the Minister of Agriculture, whose stewardship the management of Gaisuko falls under. She wasn't pulling any punches with him. Here's Amanzo again, folks. Amanzo again. Got him against the ropes. Against the ropes.
To sit and to listen to the manner in which the speakers on the other side make a mockery of cost of living, as if it does not concern the life of every Guyanese. We ought to hang our heads in shame in this National Assembly, in shame. We just sat at a meal where we had all kind of curry, duck, and whatever. And right now, there are Guyanese that can't feed their families, and you dare to come here to be talking about who did what and who did what when, instead of getting down to the business of the people of Guyana, the way they expect us to do. We ought to be ashamed of ourselves. And Zulfi comes, the honorable member, with some cute thing about repentance. It would be cute if our people were not starving. You come here as the Minister of Agriculture, and you cannot tell me where I could find a prong of brown sugar to buy. You speak to everything else except your portfolio responsibility, and you think it is cute when our people are suffering. When our people are suffering. We have got to be serious in this house.
Beating and teaching. That is what the thing means. Beating and teaching. You come with the facts. You're salting them up. Salting the backs. Trench crappos and jagabats. We want to salute Amanzo and all the other MPs who were there making the arguments in the National Assembly, and then Gail to share their foolish lies last evening. Was we going to disrupt? We disrupted with the facts and the truth. You can't take it. Gotta watch that one again.
To sit and to listen to the manner in which the speakers on the other side make a mockery of cost of living, as if it does not concern the life of every Guyanese. We ought to hang our heads in shame in this National Assembly, in shame. We just sat at a meal where we had all kind of curry, duck, and whatever. And right now, there are Guyanese that can't feed their families, and you dare to come here to be talking about who did what and who did what when, instead of getting down to the business of the people of Guyana, the way they expect us to do. We ought to be ashamed of ourselves. And Zulfi comes, the honorable member, with some cute thing about repentance. It would be cute if our people were not starving. You come here as the Minister of Agriculture, and you cannot tell me where I could find a prong of brown sugar to buy. You speak to everything else except your portfolio responsibility, and you think it is cute when our people are suffering. When our people are suffering. We have got to be serious in this house.
Cute Zulfi! Cute Zulfi! Cute Zulfi! How's it going for you? Cute Zulfi! Pace and power! Pace and power, folks! Man said this is proud along with our other members of parliament, beating and teaching the National Assembly. Forgive us, we don't have the time to show all of it. All of the man, all of the other MPs. Forgive us, the program is limited to an hour. We'll be here till 1, 2, 3 in the morning, giving you guys the tidbits. But moving on to fight card, pace and power. Yep, that was a man's of pace and power. Yes, this afternoon National Assembly. Pace, telling them you should be ashamed of yourselves. You should be ashamed of yourselves. And that's politics 101. Who's sharing the damn life tonight? Who can smash the emoji button so folks get valid and credible information? I got to throw this new belly at chest too. You got to throw this new belly at your chest too. Pace and power, folks. Pace and power. Moving on to the fight card. PP, you should be ashamed of yourselves. High cost of living, knocky what y'all doing? What y'all doing? They don't even want to discuss that. You don't want to talk about Jack Neutral Special. You don't want to talk about the high cost of living. What the hell do you want to talk about? You don't want to talk about national floods. What we come here to do? Watch Kwame? Shucks. High cost of living knocking us. Them boys telling us there's no shortage in sugar. But yet, you got scheduled distribution of sugar. You have a scheduled distribution of sugar. Who's sharing the damn live? Who's smashing that emoji button for us out there so that others get this credible, valid information? No shortage, but yet 10 o'clock Region 3, Freedom Hoop Market, you can go and buy sugar. You ever see anything like this in the life of this country? A schedule to buy sugar, a schedule for blackout, a schedule for sugar, lines upon lines. Every goddamn thing now is lines. Region 4, you go Diamond, the G5 building for buy sugar 10 o'clock. What madness is this? This is what poor leadership looks like. Region 5, 9 hours you can go at Rosignol Market, 13 hours at Bushlock Market to buy sugar, you know. There's nothing like a hamper. There's nothing like a cash grant to buy sugar. We all think we're there. Region 6, you're going to line up by Skelder Market at 9 o'clock. Line up by Port Morant Market for 2 to buy sugar. And then by saying got a shortage, well, I probably know what shortage look like. I watch Ashley, you tell me no shortage when I see it? You tell me I know shortage when I see it? And well, it's not shortage, it's schedule. At least we get the S right. It's not shortage of sugar, it's scheduling the purchase of sugar. Look, we poverty under them boys. And this is the point. We all the trench crappos and the jagabats, tadpoles and cricketers, scarecrows, carrion crows, and jumbie bird. They go quiet on the live now. This is your government. What a waste. What mendicancy have they brought us to? You got to line up for sugar. What is next? Salt? Salt? You all got a choice very soon. Whether you want your friend or your matty to lead, or you want people who actually know what they're doing. All your talk with Granger, sugar estates closed and all that, you never saw this. But some of you rather punish under it than bring in competent people who actually understand what they're doing. In any other civilized country, says Narayan Singh would have been fired months ago. But to save face, we can live with incompetence. Pay 30,000 US a month to do what? Got to be in lines for sugar? You understand what is happening here? Look, folks, look. Photo of the day. Photo of the day, good people. Photograph of the day. Look at the gutters. But we got the shortage for sugar. The sugar people buying, you know. It's not hamper people going for, it's not cash grants, it's not handouts. It's sugar people lining up in this country. Have you guys ever seen anything like this in your life? I know some of you are 50, 55, 60, 70 years of history under your belt in this country. Have you ever seen anything like this? In the darkest days in this country, have you ever seen people lining up to buy sugar? Huh? But we ain't got a shortage. We ain't got a shortage. No. No, sir. We ain't got a shortage. No, it's not a shortage. It's a surplus. This is what the PPP incompetency, poor leadership, abysmal management brought this country to. In under 2 short years, you got lining up. And you could only get 2 packs, you know. It's not like big auntie by the counter here could buy 10 packs. You could only buy 2 packs of sugar, but we get a shortage. Who shared the live? Who's sharing the live tonight, folks? I want folks to get valid, credible information. Share the damn live. Who vex? And then boys, they want to discuss sugar in the National Assembly. They want to discuss cost of living. They want to discuss Jack Dio. What the hell can we discuss? Critics Gordy? What can we discuss? This is what them boys have brought us to. This is what happens when you install. This is what happens when you don't get to government by valid, credible votes. This is what happens when instead of going with Order 60, you do your own jiggery pokery in Obia and Claudette Swing. This is what happens. People lining up in Guyana for sugar. I know the trench crappos. Quiet tonight. It's your government. And you all have the responsibility to call them out, and more than call them out, vote them out. You know, we've lived here in the darkest days, if they were dark days, of the Granger-led administration. We were never here. Now look at we for sugar. The people who are experts in sugar. Look at we. Look at us. God help us. God help us. And you know them boys are always boasting. Oh, you know they're still coming tomorrow to boast. We got the biggest GDP. Why don't stick it up here? We got the biggest GDP. You could carry it and get free sugar. Oh, the GDP is 40%. I can take 2 packs. The GDP is 40%. I can take a big bag, 100 pounds. You could carry it to the shop. Well, former finance minister Winston Jordan, he says that is nothing but a mirage. Ghana being the fastest growing economy. It's bullshit. That's what he says. Well, in his way, it's a mirage. I saying it the way he wants to say it. It's a mirage. Who's sharing the life with me tonight? That's what I want to know. Who's sharing the life tonight? Winston says it's a mirage. What he says is to see the real performance of the economy. Look at the non-oil sector. Look at the non-oil sector of the economy, and then you're going to know how good we're doing. Right? Have you looked at it recently? Have you looked at it recently? Ask me if I look at it recently. Please, ask me. Somebody ask me. Have you looked at it, Sherrod? Have you looked at it recently? Ask me, man, ask me. I'm happy that you asked. I am happy that you asked. Because last year, you remember economic resilience and dynamism? You remember that? Last year, them boys say in the non-oil GDP, right? The non-oil GDP, they were hoping to grow it. There was a projection of a 6% growth, right? It was actually 4%. So much for Big Head Jack Deal, right? Angel Ruman, so much for Ashley Singh, so much for Kaulasar, right? And all the other brainiacs, so much for them. It grew only 4%. They promised 6. Keep dreaming. They're out here selling dreams, Guyanese. Sugar production, they promised 87,000 metric tons. They produced 58. So you don't know. Sugar was down last year, production. And if you've an Ireland follower program, you don't know what the forest quarter did locally. You don't know what the forest quarter did. They promised 87,000 tons. They produced 58 last year. That's the non-oil GDP Jordan talking about. He said, don't worry, this big thing about fastest growing economy, that's a mirage. Look at the non-oil GDP. That can tell you the real productive capacity in the country. So that's sugar. What's bauxite and the Lembais? They promised 18% growth in bauxite. They only do 3%. Right? But if you go to Ifront University, your teacher will say, you pass. 3 out of 18 is pass. Right? Then boys say, we're doing good. 3.8 out of 18.4. You pass. Go over to the next class. That's bauxite. But look, inflation. Right? Now, Ashley Singh think he is Winston Jordan. They were aiming at 1.6% inflation. They got 5.7. They got 5.7. It means you got money in your pocket, but it's buying less. Money in your pocket, but it's buying less. Who's sharing the damn lie? Money in your pocket, but it's buying less. That's why we get sugar shortage. Right? This is the over 10-year period. What the inflation curve looks like. Look quick at 2020. That's the economy under Winston, the Saint, Jordan. 0.9. Remember, Ashley was aiming for 1 point something. Right? Jordan got 0.9% inflation in 2020, which means he got money in your pocket and he's doing more for you. Right? And the Lembais, 5.7 in 2021. 5.7. Look for a quarter here. Look, first quarter. This, and that was last year. I was just showing you 2021. Look, 2022, first quarter. Right? Sugar production down 4%. Rice production down 20%. This is the non-oil GDP that Jordan was talking about. Rice production, bauxite production down 3.8%. That's this year, you know. I just give you last year. Nothing didn't grow last year. Nothing didn't grow this year neither. But I come and tell you what fastest growing economy. Jordan said it's a mirage. Gold production down 14.8%. How are we going to feed a country like that? Huh? How are we going to feed a country like that? That's the facts. You see, when you send us the donation, we bring on the research people and we say, help us put together this information, the graphics people. That's what we do. We are not there wasting time. We say we do homework. That is this year, you know, everything done. And I just show you the non-oil GDP last year. Every goddamn thing done. Cameron Rambuchan said they're like a banyan tree. Nothing grows under them. When in opposition, they criticize the oil and gas framework that Granger, His Excellency David Arthur Granger, they criticize the oil and gas framework that was put together by Raphael Trotman and his team. Criticize it, and if it wasn't for that, bracing us right now, we'd all be dead and gone. Because as I've showed you, nothing in growing under them boys. Nothing in growing. The non-oil economy is not growing. Rice is the thing. There should be exports. Rice failing. Sugar should be the thing. They're the experts. According to them, sugar shortage. They're now scheduling when you can buy sugar and where you can buy it. Bauxite, dung. This is their numbers. We didn't invent this. This is their numbers. But that's when you install a whole regime. Catfish. They ain't got nothing to do with the time. Well, what fishes do? If you ain't jumping in water, you go around by them wharfs. And so it was. You went by Meadowbank Wharf last night. They got their own bundle of problems, their own basket of issues, their own net of troubles. You're promising them a task force. Everything is a task force. Your foothold in this country is a task force. Sugar shortage is the only thing it's in task force. Your knee pain, your task force. Right? You say anything your Chongmin, your big goldie showing, task force. And so they get a task force last night. He was looking for his friends, the other catfish. He passed him by the wharf. They get a task force to look for them. What a waste. Such poor leadership. Such absolutely poor leadership. I knew they were a failure, though, but I didn't know it was going to be in such stunning fashion. What a waste. What a waste. God don't like ugly. He went set up a task force looking for catfish, looking for family by the wharf. And after that, I don't know, like he want to come over. It's a licking green, 3-piece. Hot sun, boy. It's Slimmy trying to slim, don't you know? It's not stylish trying to be stylish. It's Slimmy trying to slim. See, man, lock yourself in all the cloth now. The heat catch you. The heat catch you there. You must shed something. 3-piece hat made this son. Then buy say shop an hour late to honor our soldiers. They don't understand those things, you know. Right? All he want is a little flashing like that. People open the door and saluting. That's all he care about. An hour late, them boys said he showed up to honor the soldiers. Right? He should have right there with the task force. Looking how they can arrest this sugar situation. No. He sugar down. Sugar down. Sugar down, folks. He sugar down. 1 hour late, the fella turn up to honor our soldiers. I mean, they're tough and rough, but that's why you got left them in the sun stand up for a whole hour. Because you can't get your itinerary together and be efficient with your movements. Right? Disrespectful. Totally disrespectful. How long we can take it? How long we can take it? Spot it, folks. Spot it. Who can share the live? Who can smash that emoji button for us? Then boys say, don't move, Duncan. Tell the share. Sherrod, don't move. Tell the share. Don't move, tell the share. Folks, share the live. Smash that emoji button, good people. Smash that emoji button. So the folks get valid and credible information. Please and thank you. Valid and credible information. Spotted. Has anybody seen the old voice? Hit the wrong note at the back. My old friend John. Has anybody seen my brother? Spotted, folks. Folks, if you haven't shared the live yet, this is the time. This is the time. Carol Williams, what about you? You share the live? Kim Walker, Mustafa Gilbert, you share the live. Marcia Aaron, Erica Hooper, Clive Jackson, what about you? You share the live. Carol Williams, Sister Mercy, share the live, folks. Smash that emoji button as well. Good people. Spotted. I can keep you all in suspense too much longer. I love y'all. Sorry for y'all too. Spotted, folks. That's what we spot recently. We old friend. I know some of y'all tasks can change now. Y'all see. You say, Ali Dungball. But look how things work out there. Look, Ali Dungball. I used to cuss you and so on. Even a broken clock is right twice a day. Even a broken clock. Look who we spot. Look who we spot, folks. We old friend. Bam! I never see the boss man smile so big yet. The man look light, boy. Like a lot of weights off his shoulder. Boy. Look how we spot recently, boy. Try with that. Try with that. I know some of y'all want to be vexed, but you can't be vexed. Some of y'all want to be vexed, but you can't be vexed. Joe Harmon, former leader of the opposition, folks, former member of parliament, our colleague, was out last night. This was the opening of the Pegasus new building, executive suite. And he was out there, right? Can you folks caption this? I want to read some of the caption. Caption it for me. Caption it for me, man. It's a good thing I gone. It's a good thing I gone. Caption it for me, man. Some folks, I see John Jones says, the great Joseph Harmon. Caption it for me, man. I want to read some of the captions. Please and thank you. Caption this for me, man. Please, please, please. The man was out, relaxing, celebrating. What's his name there from Pegasus, who used to be a colleague of ours in the struggle. Before he got this satisfied, start your own party. But that's another story. I left it for that night. Right? But celebrating, commerce and industry and businesses opening up and what is happening down there, and just saying, well wishes to our brother who's opened up this executive suite for the Pegasus there. Yep. I want to see some of the captions, man. Alison Cortez, I'm reading you on. Alison, I'm not reading your home. Not reading you on. Right? Gordon Stobie says life is good. I can take the one. I can take that one. Yep. Spot it, folks. Spot it. Who vex? Winkle, sir. Who vex? You have to tune out this part. Who vex? Our friend and our colleague, Joseph Harmon. Good to see you, sir. You've been missed. Good to see you. Who vex? I say. Y'all don't rice me. Right? We can't even find rice these days. Y'all don't sugar me definitely. Right? Y'all don't sugar me definitely. You want to propose to a girl, you want to really make an impact? Carry two packs of sugar. You really want to make an impact? Carry 2 packs of sugar. That's it, folks. What else we got? This is a part of the show. You got to keep us going, folks, so we can continue to do what we got. Who vex? We don't run out of water, much like the economy of this country. All right. So, guys, we're available via Cash App, Zelle, those of you new to the program, PayPal. We're available via MMG. That's the guy who needs Cash App. GTT, when we cut me a check when the month comes, we call it so often, helping them out to promote it. MoneyGram, we're available at, and also via Western Union. Every cent, folks, helps to keep our programs going. Every blind cent helps to keep our program going. We got quite a way. To go before we get to where we need to be to meet our responsibilities for this month. So help us, folks. Partner with us. Again, our contributions platform, we're available via PayPal and Zelle and Cash App and MMG. MoneyGram and Western Union. You have any queries? 627-6963. That being said, that's our time. That's our program. That being said, good people, that is my time and that is my program. Respect and manners to Joe Harmon. Respect and manners. Who vex? That's our colleague. That's our brother. Who vex? Warren Mark, good to see you. Chen Sing Henry, Don Joe, Rena Cummins, Stacey Stoll, Ann Anthony, Wanda Fraser. I see Sandra Brotherson is here and Desiree Albert, Joylyn Cook, Yvonne Daly, Dan McFarlane. Good to see each and every one of you. Savitri Zal, I see PP. What kind of name is that? PP. A little thing there. Ann Cortez, Maureen Chester Paul. Good to see each and every one of you. That being said, guys, that's our time and that's our program. If you haven't had a chance to share the broadcast yet, share the damn light. What you waiting on? Sugar? Please share the light, smash the emoji button, and let's get on with it. Please and thank you. That is our time, good folks. And that is our program. Penelope Howard. I see Junior Gibbs. I see Warren Garnett. Dame. I just see Dame. It's gone by so fast. Joylyn Cook, Doreen Clark. Good to have you folks here. Share the live, guys, and smash that emoji button if you haven't done so as yet. Nicola Daniels, good to see you. And all the other beautiful, lovely folks. Thanks for joining us. That's our time. That's the program. Wendy Caesar, Nikki Ennis, Christina Beckles. I see also Dolores Denny, Nikki Ennis, Tanya Cummins, and Sharon Castillo Edwards. Good to see you, Sharon. What's the red flag for? What are those red flags for? Good to see you. Joylyn Cook. Good to have each and every one of you here, folks. Paulie and Schultz. Good night to you. And Beverly. Respect about us. Amanza Walton Desir, Amanza Walton Desir, and all the other MPs who represented today on the floor of the National Assembly, all of the opposition coalition MPs, our parliamentary opposition MPs, respect and manners. Respect and manners. Nikki Ennis and Joy Cook, good to see you folks. Share the damn light, smash that emoji button. That is